Okay, guys, we are going to do lesson 3.5. This is the second time I've tried to make this video. I realized doing it the first time that unfortunately the directions in the book and the program that we're using do not match up. So you are really going to have to listen closely to my video. I'm going to talk you through it as best as I possibly can and do everything I can to make it as simple as possible for you. Okay, this is lesson 3.5. Again, always create your spreadsheet from your Google Classroom. That way it's already attached and the title is there for you. Okay. Number 2 of the instructions of this assignment, 3.5, says to enter the data as shown below. There's not much data to enter, which is good. I've entered most of it, but I do want to show you a little trick. In cell A4, it tells you to type in the word Monday and then Tuesday, so on and so forth. I want to show you a little trick. Instead of typing all the days of the week down here in column A, if you click on Monday and this little blue square, if I hover over it till I get a plus sign right there, and I click and drag, this is called autofill. It is a great trick in using spreadsheets. So it autofills. It recognizes almost like patterns and things like that. So that is how you can do that. It's much quicker and easier to do it that way than typing all the words, especially if you're a slow typer like myself. Okay, number 3. The beginning of this lesson is relatively easy. We're going to get into some charts, and that's when it gets a little bit difficult because often when you're doing spreadsheets, charts and graphs go along with it. So number 3, we are going to merge cells. Merging means coming together. So if traffic on the highway merges, it could be 2 lanes merging into 1 lane. In this case, it's 2 cells on a spreadsheet merging into 1 large cell. So what it wants you to do is it wants you to highlight A1 and B1. And then up here on the toolbar, this is called Merge Cell button. So if you click on it and hit Merge All, it'll merge all the cells that you have highlighted together into one. You could do 2 cells, you could do 10 cells, and merge all 10 into one big cell. Okay? So that's that. I'm moving on to the next page, which is number 4. And in this title that I have up here, week of July 6th to 12th, it also wants you to center align it, which is this button right here. Click on the center button. It also wants you to bold it and make it size 14. Piece of cake. That's easy so far. The next thing I want you to do is it wants you to highlight cells A3 to B in B3, and then from the fill color bucket, it's a paint bucket, make it light green 1. So here's the fill color bucket, and here's all these different colors. If you hover over it, it wants you to select light green 1. So as I hover over this, the light green 1 words pop up. So I click on it, and now I highlighted it light green 1. And that was number 5. It also, in number 6, wants you to center align and bold it. Doesn't matter which one you do first. So I bolded it, and I'm going to center align it there as well. And that is done. Okay. Number 7, format, which is a fancy word for change. Format column B as currency. Well, here we go again. Currency is a fancy word for money. So they want you to highlight column B. So the easy way to do it is just go up here, click next to the letter B, and it highlights the entire column. Currency means money. So all you're going to do up here is click on the dollar sign, and there you go. Now, sometimes, and not this time, so we're not going to do it. I'm just going to show you. It'll say formatted as currency, which is money, and with 0 decimal places. Well, here you see we have 2 decimal places. So all you do is go up to this button here, click, and it takes those away. It doesn't say to do that, so I'm going to go back and increase them to 2. Okay? I'm going to get out of this, and I'm moving right along here. We are now on number 8. We're going to create a pie chart. Okay? So it says select cell A3 right there, and then from the insert menu, select chart. Now, again, the directions in the book are different than what I'm going to be doing on my video because the program is different. So you have to bear with me. It's going to take me some time to find some things, but I'm going to do the best I can. So I'm going to insert. I want to go to chart. and it's going to take a few seconds, and then you will see a chart appear. I hope. There it is. Okay. It wants a pie chart. Well, this is not a pie chart. As you see over here, it's called a line chart. So we have to hit the drop down arrow, and we're going to go all the way down. There's line charts, area charts, column charts, bar charts. There we go. A pie chart. Click on that and automatically changes it. So I did that, and now I'm on 8B. That was 8A. Now I'm looking at the picture in 8B, and I noticed a bunch of different things about this pie chart. My days of the week are out here, and my percentages are out here, but that's not what the picture shows. So we're going to go over here, and we're going to customize this. Okay, so I'm going to click the customize. I got to find a way to get the percentages inside the pie slices. And looking at the picture in number 8, letter B, the legend is on the right-hand side with all the days of the week. Okay, so I'm going to look under chart. Everything that we have to do is under one of these tabs. It's just a matter of finding it. So I'm going to try under chart style. Okay, the background color. We will get to that in a second. It is not on this one. So we're going to exit out of that. Nothing there that we need. How about the pie chart itself? Okay, the slice label. That's what we're looking for. Right now, there are no labels in the slices. We want to click on this. We want to get the percentages in there. So we did that. Anything else in there? I am now going to the chart title. Okay, so chart and axis titles here. Right now, the chart title says sales versus day. So I want to get that out of there. I'm going to highlight. Oops, sorry. I'm going to highlight this and backspace it. And you will see my title disappeared on the chart. They want you to type in sales with a colon, week of July 6 to 12. Week of July 6 to 12. And as you notice, I did not type that right. It did. It changed it on the chart. So that part is complete. Okay, so now it wants you to change the font size to wide. Oops. See, here's where it's different. The title font size, it does not tell you to change it. I'm sorry. Change the font to wide, which I did, okay? And it also wants you to change the background color to light gray 1. Now, I remember before, the previous one, I think chart style, yes, background color was here under chart style. So they want you to change it to light gray 1. That's dark gray 1, gray, light gray 1 right there. And there you have that. Okay, so we're getting there. But again, sometimes you just have to search through all these tabs to find what you're looking for. Okay, now I notice it doesn't say, this is where it gets confusing. It doesn't say to do this in the directions. But if I'm looking at the picture in letter F of number 8, I notice that this is not correct out here. The percentages are now correct inside, but they want the legend out here. So I am going to try to find somewhere where, legend is right here. Okay, so the position is auto. I want the legend to be on the right side. And there you have it. So that is what we had to get to. So again, it's just simply looking through all these and finding what you're looking for. Okay, so now I am on, still on number 8. There's a lot of steps in number 8. I am on letter G. It wants me to take this chart and move it to its own sheet off of this sheet with the spreadsheet. So I'm going to click on it, hit the 3 dots in the upper right-hand corner, and I'm going to move to own sheet. Okay? I'm going to get rid of this here. So now I have the chart on 2, and my spreadsheet is now on 1. Chart is on 2. Okay, I am now on number 9. They want you to rename a sheet. So change the name of a sheet. Sheet 1, right here. They don't want it to say sheet 1. So you click on it and you hit rename, and they want you to simply down here type in sales by day. Sales by day. Okay. Very simple. That's done. We're going to move on. Then it also says in number 10 to rename this. So we're going to click on the drop down arrow. We're going to hit rename sales by day dash pie. Sales by day dash pie. Okay. So those are now renamed. Moving on to number 11. It says insert a new sheet. Okay. So to insert additional sheets, click the add sheet icon, which is right down here. So we're going to add a whole new sheet. There we have it. So now we have the original spreadsheet, which is now sales by day. We have the pie chart, sales by day pie, and now we have this new sheet, which as for right now, it is called sheet 3. Now it says rename sheet 2 to highest to lowest sales. And I think that's a mistake. They want you to rename sheet 3. So we're going to rename this to highest to lowest sales. Okay. All right. Now here's where it may get a little bit more confusing. Number 13 says copy data. Do the following. So they want us to go to the sales by day sheet. So I click on the tab down here. They want me to select cells A1 to B10. Okay, which I just did that. Right click. So if you're using a mouse, it's right click. If you're using your Chromebook pad, it's 2 fingers at the same time. Right click and hit copy. Then they want you to click on the highest to lowest sales in A1. Click up here, right click again, and hit paste. There you have it. Okay, so that's good. Now we want to sort all this data. Okay, so again, select cells A3. We're going to select cells A3 to B10. And then from the data menu, select sort range. Here's the data tab. We're going to go sort range. Okay, moving right along, we are now still on 14, but letter B. In the sort range dialog box, which is this whole box right here, data has header row checkboxes shown below. So they want us to check this box. They want us to click on this and put in sales. Okay. And they want us to click Z to A and then hit the sort button. There you have it. Okay. So now we have it sorted highest, which is $9,750, all the way down to $1,800 lowest. So far, so good. Okay. Now they want us to create another chart. Select cell A3, as it says in your directions. Insert chart. Again, you might have to wait a few seconds for the chart to appear. There it is. However, this time they do not want a pie chart. So they want a column chart. So we're going to click out of this. And we're going to go down till we find the column chart. There you have that. Okay. From the customization tab, change the chart title. So I think we do that here in this chart and axis titles. The title right now is sales. They want us to type highest to lowest sales. So, and as I'm doing this, you can see it changing right. You should be, yep, there it is. Highest to lowest sales. Okay. So that is done. Moving on. Letter D, from the legend, drop-down menu, select none. Okay, so I accidentally clicked off the chart. I have to edit it. So I click back on it, click the 3 dots, click edit chart, and here I am again. So now hit the customize. They want to change the legend. So I go to legend. They want no legend at all. So I go to legend and I click, none. So I have no legend at all. Okay, this is where it gets a little confusing. So now we have a few more changes. Scroll down through the dialog box, and then from the Axis Slant Labels drop-down menu, select 60 degrees. Okay, so it's going to take me a little while to find this. Okay, so Slant Labels, 60 degrees. Okay, so I was in the horizontal axis, Slant Labels, 60 degrees. Okay. I'm just looking at some things. Okay, there we go. And so that takes care of that. Moving on, letter F. From the series, color drop-down menu, select dark red 3. Again, let's click on that. Let's go to edit chart, customize, series. It wants us to change the color to, what did they say? Dark red 3. So I have to search dark red 1, dark red 2, and dark red 3. And there we have that. Okay? The last thing, one of the last things I want you to do, if it is the last thing, insert. Okay? And we're going to exit out of this. We want to move it to its own sheet. So we'll click on the 3 dots again. Click Move to your own sheet. You'll see a new tab appear at the bottom. And there you have it. Okay? And they want you to rename it highest to lowest sales. Okay. And so I have to rename this because it said there was a problem. Okay. Highest to lowest chart. See if that works. Okay, there you go. And that is basically the assignment for today. So when you're done and you've gone through everything, you should have 4 tabs at the bottom. You have this chart here. You have the pie chart. You have this spreadsheet, highest to lowest sales. And you have the column chart. So 4 tabs at the bottom. Okay? Good luck. Be patient. Keep watching the video. And unfortunately, like I said before, not all of the directions match up. So use my video to really, really help you with this and do the best you can. Okay? Thank you very much.